Hello again there, YouTube fans. This is the Creepy Doll Man here. I'm back with an all-new episode. It is February the 18th of 2018. Time is now 1:41 a.m. Okay, I'm back, and I decided to go with what I said I was going to do for all the YouTube fans and non-YouTube fans and all you diehard Creepy Doll Man fans from around the world. I was going to do this to be the first thing I wanted to do. Do the unreleased bonus episodes first. So this episode was pulled from the original, Communicating with Our Spirit Friends Part 7. The two-part miniseries was pulled due to a lack of one of the spirits that was being a total jerk and kept saying your mama about 6 to 10 times in the second half. Now I decided to keep the first half, but I erased the second half, so I may have it on, backup of what, the other part is. It should be on the first cam instead of the second cam, which is the second smartphone. So I decided to release this for all you diehard, YouTube fans, all you non-YouTube fans, and all you diehard Creepy Doll Man fans out there that loves this type of stuff. I decided to pull this and cut it to do it first before I did the other ones from 87 to 91. So we're doing 82 to 86, and we're going to tell the new twist with the first three of the haunted possessed stuffed animals. So we're beginning now with numbers. Okay, this next number I'm going to reveal to you. Today's topic is on this doll. Numbers 82 has now been revealed in our communications and our investigations with both me and the Creepy Ghost Hunter Jr. We found the name of this female spirit that is attached to this Apple White doll. Her name is actually really April White. April gave us a description of what she was, and her gender is that she's a white female girl. Age is at the age of 8 is when she died. She was born December the 5th of 1764 and died in the year of 1772. The sad part is she was killed by Native Americans. She was killed by a Cherokee race. And she gave us a description that one of the female spirits that is attached to the Dora the Explorer that we mentioned before in the past, her name is Dora Lapleura, I think is her last name. She was the one that butchered her and killed her with a few of her Native American friends. Now, we don't know if they're all female or males with her, but there were a few that killed her. And she told us a nice, juicy story that she claimed that this doll was more her, and it was her doll to claim. It's her spirit to claim after all these years. And we found another juicy detail about this spirit. She claimed to be a fury spirit, which is she told us what it meant, because the Creepy Ghost Hunter Jr. found out what it meant, that she is a demonic spirit. So she should be called April the Possessed Doll. So April is actually the first to be not the only possessed doll, but there are several possessed dolls in my possession. And she's a young spirit, claiming to be an 8-year-old girl. So she became a demonic spirit after, I guess, she was murdered and took vengeance on others. Now, I want to say another thing. We know that the flu epidemic is still going on. I'll tell this to all my YouTube fans, all my non-YouTube fans, and all you diehard Creepy Doll Man fans from around the world. Be wary of the flu, because the flu season is not over yet. And I already heard there was 135 deaths in Kentucky from the flu this year. I think Indiana was 165 or 167 deaths in total. And a lot of people are dying from the flu. I don't think it's the A flu. It's the B flu that's killing everybody. And we don't know what the B flu can do to people. I guess it gives what it does. From what I've been hearing on the news, it gives a false positive that if you have the flu, it gives a false sense that shows that it doesn't show positive that you have the flu. meaning showing a negative ordeal that you don't have it. But instead, you probably positively have it. No one knows that. So I'd be telling everybody be wary of that. Look for signs when you have the flu. First sign is you have these two signs, either coughing or even sneezing with a runny nose. Those should be the first two signs you should see. And if you have a runny nose and you're having it seep down if you decide to blow your nose quite a bit, but let's say if you go to bed with a cold and you forget to take cold medicine like Tylenol or Theraflu, then I guess if you start having it seep down your windpipe, it could get into your lungs, and it could become influenza, which I'm not trying to be nasty and be disgusting with people saying that, but it could happen. And another thing is, you got to watch when you get down your lungs. You got to do what you can to get it out of your lungs. You have to take maybe mucus. I can't pronounce the name of the. It's called mucusin. I can't pronounce the name of the medicine they got to get rid of mucus out of your lung. And there's another way to get rid of mucus if you can't get that type of medicine. You can take a lot of vitamin C and force it up by spitting it up, which is even more grotesque and disgusting, but it'd be the best way to get out of your lungs. Because if that stays in your lungs, it'll turn green, and it could become, sort of a mucus on there. And if you do leave it in there too long, it could become be more than the flu. If you go out in the cold too many times, it could become more than just the flu. It can actually turn into pneumonia, so be careful on that. Another thing is, if you have the flu, you look for other symptoms, like if you got very stiff muscles, and you got pain and aches. That's another thing to look for. And the last thing to look for, you running chills. And if you run a slight getting warm instead of running a fever before you get a fever, you need to check for that. And I say, if you do go to the hospital, I tell you, take precaution. If you're not as sick as well as other people are, you might want to get yourself a mask to wear when you're around other people who are very sick. Because if you get the flu real badly, it could kill you. So I say play it safe when it comes to the flu. Because I do care for all my YouTube fans and all my non-YouTube fans and all you die-hard creepy doll man fans from around the world. This goes for all you haters out there. You know you hate me. I'm going to say this to you. Take warning as well, because the flu is nothing to joke about. A lot of people die from the flu, and it's not no joke. And before I close this, I'm going to say this to all my YouTube. I'm going to say this to all my YouTube fans, all my non-YouTube fans, and all you die-hard creepy doll man friends around the world. When I finish saying this, please subscribe today to see further new episodes that come from the Creepy Doll Man. And please check out my old and my new videos. Why? Because they're going to multiply as fast as the dolls are. And now I say goodbye, and God bless you all.